Welcome to Pemberley Farm. Well, it's Friday again, and so we're still talking about canning, but we're not actually canning. We're talking about using the goods we've already canned and a different way to use them. So, in case you didn't know, you can can ground sausage. Now, we have a video on that, and we'll link that video so you can go back and see how to do it. It's real easy. And so, we have the ground sausage. This is lard that we rendered from one of our pigs. And so what we're doing is we're making breakfast today. I can the ground sausage in these half pints because that's a pretty good big breakfast with a little leftover for my husband and myself. If we open a pound or a 2-pound package of sausage, that's just too much, and so it'll go bad before I can use it all. So I can it, and so that's what we're doing today. Now, what we're going to do is real simple. We just put in some lard into the pan because there's not a lot of fat in this. Plus, I've got to stir fry my veggies a little bit because this is already cooked. So I'm going to stir fry the veggies in my pan. Then when they're about done, I'll add the sausage, let that get browned up a little bit in there. And then we will add our eggs, our scrambled eggs, over the top of it and let that cook. And then if you like, we will put, if you like cheese, then you can put cheese on the top. We're putting bought cheese on there today because we've eaten all of our homemade cheese. So today we'll have some store-bought cheese. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead. I've got onions and peppers. These are peppers we grew. Now I have onions that I grew in the freezer, but this was an old onion that had been bought and I needed to use it, and so I used it. But I got lots of onions in the freezer that we grew. All right, so I'm going to put them all in there. If you don't like peppers, don't put peppers in it. If you don't like onions, don't put onions in it. But it's just, we like this scrambled. It's a good hearty meal with some of our homemade bread with our homemade butter on it and homemade jam or jelly. And so anyway, that's what we're going to do. We're going to go over to the stove and get this to cooking. Okay, our peppers and onions are not quite finished, but they're finished enough, and we're going to go ahead and put our sausage in here. Get it broken up and let it kind of brown up a little bit. You see what I mean? Because it kind of looks anemic coming out of the jar. And so we just kind of break it up because this is going to be our lunch. I mean, we're doing this just before lunchtime because, we're not filming at daylight, and we all get up before daylight. So we're not filming before daylight to show our breakfast. So anyway, this is going to be, at least for me and the girls, and Ashley and the girls, this is going to be our lunch. We might let Granddaddy have some. We'll see. So anyway, so we're going to let that brown up a little bit while the onions and peppers cook just a little bit more. And it's, like I say, it's an easy process. Be sure to go watch the video showing you how to do it. And it's really handy. Y'all understand, I'm a believer in keep it simple. Keep it simple. And this is the best fast food you can get right here. All right, our sausage and our peppers and our onions, we've stir-fried them good, and we've got our homegrown eggs from our hens that are so prolific, and we're just going to pour it all over. Okay. We'll turn Amelia says eggs, eggs, eggs. She loves it. I let that fall in. So I'm going to wash that off, and we're just going to let it sit here on a lower temperature now for a few minutes for the eggs to set up a little bit before I start stirring it. All right. So we it's just, Amelia is starving. I hate to tell y'all, I don't even know what time it is. The clock on the thing is flashing because we lost power earlier. But
oh yes, what time is it?
Okay.
Let me look on this clock.
It is 25 minutes till noon. So no wonder
Yes.
Amelia's starving, okay? So we're just kind of stirring this around. Now, if you wanted to, because the kind of pan that this is, it could even go in the oven. If you wanted to pour it all in and put it in the oven and bake it, you could do that. But it's already hot enough today, and we have to turn the air off when we film because the noise, and so we didn't turn the oven on today. We're just doing it this way. It's just basically scrambled eggs from our chickens and our pork and our lard and our peppers, and we could have been our onions, but I decided to use one that needed using that I'd bought away a while back. So anyway, we will come back when this is all done and we plate it up, and we'll show you what else we put with it, especially since it's a lunchtime thing that we're doing, and that we canned. All right, so our breakfast is done. So we've dipped us some up on the plate, and because this is lunch and even some people do it for breakfast, we've got homemade salsa that we made and canned ourselves. So we're going to put some of that over on the side. It's a chunky salsa.
Mommy.
This one happens to be mild. We do have hot as well, but I don't do hot salsa. So anyway, I thank you for coming along to watch and learn another way you can use your different canned goods. And also, if you go back and look at the video, you'll see how to can them. We don't have one on making salsa yet, but that one will be here eventually. So again, thank you for coming along. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. And please check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. We are Pemberley Farm Homestead. Thank you so much, and God bless you from Pemberley Farm.